Let's step into the process of weekly commitment tracking and the features in Touchplan that generate PPC. PPC stands for Percent Plan Complete, which is essentially the percentage of weekly commitments that the project team is meeting on time. So with that in mind, I'm going to zoom into the top of the Sector 1, Building 1 swim lane on the top. We're going to focus our efforts on this blue and green shaded column. The blue column here is called the next period. This window of time indicates the week ahead of us. The idea here is that as a team meets weekly, we are asking everybody in the room to make a commitment not only to the contractor, but to their fellow trade partners. This is getting buy-in as a team to commit to the finish dates we have coming up in the week ahead. At the end of these weekly meetings, once the commitments have been agreed on, the general contractor will click the Promise Now button. Once you click Yes, you will notice that the blue shaded column shifts ahead 1 week. All the activities that we just committed to as a group receive a black push pin, pinning down the finish dates of those activities. Those pins in Touchplan are very important. They represent the actual commitment that an individual on the team is putting forth. Once the activities are complete, it is every individual on the project's responsibility to right-click on an activity and mark them as complete, and whether they finish on time, late, or early. So I'll go ahead and update a few of those here. So right-clicking complete as planned would indicate that we finished those activities on time in relation to our weekly commitments. And now you'll see on the board that those black pins are turning green. Green pins indicate that the weekly commitment was met on time, and that factors favorably into the PPC metric that you will see in reporting and on the dashboard. If an activity finishes late, you can right-click on it, and this is where you can mark if an activity was completed with changes. So this window will pop up and show when did the activity actually start and when did the activity actually finish. We can then say this activity finished a day late, our crew size was 2, and our number of work days was 4. I'll click close, and when this happens, you're going to notice that it asks us to give a variance reason. This is a list of reasons that can be customized for each project. This is a series of different reasons why an activity might be late, and it could be staffing related, client change, insufficient information, equipment issues, material issues, and so on. And we can put those notes here for commentary if needed. Because we track weekly commitments via these push pins, that allows us to track variance reasons, which are good leading indicators for why things are finishing late or finishing early. It's a great way to maintain the schedule, to get ahead, and adjust the plan in relation to what's actually happening day to day on site. Moving along, I'll do one more example of an early finish. If we right-click Complete with Changes again, I'm going to say this one started on time on the 25th, but it actually finished early on the 29th. My crew size is 3, my number of work days ended up being 5, and I can click Close. You'll notice my window pops up and it's asking for a variance reason again, and I'm going to put the reason was that my material arrived early. Now you'll notice here that for an early finish, you will see a blue pin, a late finish, you'll see a red pin, and on time, you'll see a green pin. Now, the concept of weekly commitment planning and weekly commitment tracking is that we will get early feedback across the team. So if somebody is moving on to another task early and opens up space, we can then optimize the flow of work efficiently and move different trade partners through particular areas of the project.